Hello, welcome to Chat with Sophia. I am your humble host, Lofty Edison, and I have here on this show today amazing guest. To my left is Socket CFR, and to my right is Eunice and Chef Yax. And we are here today to discuss an amazing topic. Very amazing and very controversial, but we are going to be talking about it to get views, to air our opinions and know how it relates to the people. And this topic is love without wallets. You know, most of the times we see relationships that crash due to empty pockets, empty resources, empty bank accounts. But we still see relationships that thrive even in the deepest and worst economies and worst situations. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about it with these amazing people. And my first question is going to be thrown to Chef Yax. Why, when both partners are broke, is love enough to sustain the relationship?
Hello, viewers. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you all. Well, from your question, love cannot exist without money. If we are going to be sincere to ourselves, because you need some little finances. You need data to chat your girlfriend, your wife. You need airtime to make some calls. You need some little finances to be able to move around to try to see her and she coming around to see you. So I don't think you can have a peaceful relationship without money.
Wow. That's something. That's something. I know a lot of you are going to and support that opinion, but let's hear from the other guests what they think. So I'm going to ask the second guy in the house what he thinks. So over to you, Socket. What do you think about love and wallets? Do you think a relationship can thrive very well, can thrive peacefully without money?
Well, thank you very much for throwing that questions to me. And first of all, hello viewers, how are you doing today? Wherever you're watching from, whatsoever time it is, good day to you. And back in back in those days, where our parents were having an affair with their loved ones, that's love affair, it was not all centered on money. Now, what it was centered on was the love, the attention. Now, as at then, internet came into Nigeria in 2000. So before the 2000, what were they doing? They have to rode on their bicycle to go and see the loved ones, even if it's once a day. In fact, once in a week. It depends on where you are working at.
Yeah.
So, most times I disagree with that, saying love without wallet is not love. I disagree totally on that because for me, I prefer, if you want to know who really loves you, it is when you are there for that person. Either with when you have money, because money does not guarantee you love.
Yeah.
Money actually guarantees gold diggers. See, when you have money,
No. That's very wrong.
no. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So you're not going to change my opinion on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Shafiat. You say something.
That's fine.
You say something. Yeah. So I'm just taking from my own perspective.
Okay.
So my own perspective is that love without wallet is also a goal, because most times when somebody is there for you, even before you have that money, it's actually genuine love. Then when you make that money and then people are coming.
I would like
In fact,
to
sorry,
take a
excuse me.
question.
Let me just finish up.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you already have that money and then people are coming, or let me say, women are coming to you, you at that point you cannot be able to choose who is coming for a true love.
Yeah.
Because one, you have a gold digger coming, you have a person that is digging mile, a lot of things. Everybody comes with their intentions just to get from you.
Yeah.
And then you will not, at that point, you will be blind to see who will actually love you for who you are. And that's why you see most times in the Lollywood industry, it's not actually the fault. They're doing some movies revolving around that aspect. Because most times you will see that a man in the village will walk, and he will still not make it. And then once he goes to the city in 2 or 3 years, 1 year, other 6 months sometimes, he comes back and he made it in the city and comes back to the village to marry his village law. It's not because it's actually because of when you have money, most times you are tend to be blind to see who is really in love with you. Most times when you are in love with somebody and you have nothing at that point, it is genuine love. It's not because of what you have, it's because of what it's in you. Because one, you are giving her the attention she needs. And women mostly are wired to their emotions, are wired to attentions. If you give a woman your attention, even if you don't have money, she will tend to fall for you.
Okay.
Sincerely, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So in essence, is that me from my own perspective, I believe love without wallet, it's not a yes.
Wow.
Sorry, love with wallet is not a yes, but love without your wallet is a yes for me. That's what I believe, because with all this point of mine, I hope I've been able to convince my viewers. Yes, you're my viewers. I'll be able to convince my viewers.
That's
I want to talk more, but I want to hear from the lady with us first. So
Yeah,
that
let's hear from-
okay. Let's hear from the lady. So,
Exactly.
Eunice, what do you think? Love without wallets? Do you think love is enough to sustain a relationship without money?
Honestly, hello everyone. Honestly, yeah, I feel like all these questions stem from the whole fact of people being broke at the first place. Because other people that had money, if people that were born with money, would they even start asking this question at the first place? This is the most controversial question ever. It's always a debate. As Socket said that during the old days when their fathers used to go and visit their mother on the bicycle. I don't know whatever made him think that their father used to go with empty hand. It's now said that men of this day used to come and visit you with empty hand. But me and they are from the north. You know how if they say somebody
I'm also
go and-
from the north. Don't get that.
Okay. Zanche, Zanche Hira.
Mm.
Do people go for Zanche Hira? From way back, I'm talking about the real Zanche and Hira.
It's not every day.
No,
It's not every day. It
It
doesn't happen every day.
Those things to use and buy.
It doesn't happen every day.
So,
That time is not allowed.
no.
Empty-handed. It's not
It is-
allowed.
See, let me tell you. It happened to me after then when I was.
You were not born. You cannot relate to what I'm
Excuse
saying.
me,
It was not your
excuse me,
generation.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Wow,
It's
wow, wow,
for my
wow.
generation.
It was not your generation.
Excuse
It's not
me.
even your father's generation.
Let me talk to you about something.
What do you
now,
want to tell me?
while growing up, I have an. He's married to my sister now.
Uh-huh.
I said when he was coming,
Uh.
most times he buy us sweet, but not every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to call it.
It's not your
Just call us.
generation I'm talking
No,
about.
not every day he buys us.
Because it's not in your generation.
Because he buys us sweet 1-2 times. The next time he comes, even if he does not buy us sweet,
Okay,
we'll recall
I'm
ourselves.
saying I'm not talking
about.
about at the time I'm talking about you are not even your dad was
You were not born, done.
That's what I'm saying. That was the culture
No,
that we
let's talk
had.
about when we were born. Let's talk about when we were having this conversation.
When we're having this conversation is what I'm saying is at the end of the day, everybody should just work hard on themselves and then try to really understand things. All these I'm focusing on because I don't have, I'm testing. It's nothing. It all stems from a very, very poor man's mentality because I'm trying to get money, you're trying to get money. Let's just focus on ourselves. What is I love
So,
you? Do you really love yourself when you're broke?
So,
As you don't have, are you enjoying things?
Okay, so let me chip in as well. Before, let's try to understand what's the word relationship at first. Can you define relationship? From the word relationship, you relate. You try to when you have someone that you ask out or I want to have something to do with this person. The first thing you do is you relate. You share your heart. You need a comforter.
Mm-hmm.
You need someone that you can talk to.
companionship.
Someone that you can. It's just an easy access to. You can just share your and the moment you talk to this person, you're fine.
Exactly.
That's what relationship is supposed to be. But as well, you cannot do relationship. For me, you cannot do relationship. It's not like you have to be giving her money. It's not even about giving her money or giving her or say I hooch you. as long as you want to commit into something, you have to make some investments, because there are other
That's
people.
by the way.
There are other people that are out there that are also trying to invest in this same person. If you are not ready, if you don't have money, move. People are there waiting to that have money to start up a relationship. So one thing we should think about is, first, what's relationship? What do we tend to benefit from relationship? About the finances definitely is going to come in, because one, you need, like I said earlier, you need money for data. You cannot do video because, oh babe, I want to see your face. If you don't have data, you cannot make video calls.
Okay.
If you don't have airtime, you cannot make video call, you cannot make calls. And at least when it's her birthday, you need to get her something, because you see, women are emotional, and when they see their friends, oh, this her friend's guy is bringing gift to her, he buys her sweeter, bring this and this and this, and she's out there all in love. Do you think she will stay with you? She will go away, because she feels
She one boxers.
she will.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
okay. Sorry.
God.
Let me just quickly cut you short. Now, talking about gifts, yeah. There was a time my ex was celebrating her birthday. In fact, I was not very close to her because she stays very far away,
Okay.
and I have to maybe some items to her. Then when it was my birthday, the only thing I got was a message, a WhatsApp message, not even a text, to even say they deducted 4 naira from you. It was a WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying in essence is that if you as a guy, you made mention of there are people that have money that wants to invest in relationship. You might have your money and invest in relationship. I still not work out.
It will. It might crash out, because
Exactly.
feelings and everything is
Because
there. But
when first of all, when you show an impression to a woman, she captures you. with that
you're not
impression.
actually going to show her you have money.
Exactly.
You're
That's
not-
no. What
you-
I'm saying is that
Yeah.
I'm not. She made a statement that it's a mentality of a broke person. I'm not a broke person.
No, she's wrong from saying that.
Yes, I'm not a broke
But
person.
at some
But what
other
I'm
time, you
saying,
also
what I'm
look
telling
at-
you is
try
that
to understand how
I've been able to relate with my ancestors that you are talking about. I've been able to relate with. I told you before. I'm a traditional man, and I relate with my ancestors.
Okay.
Yes, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, and my ancestors are there. I have been able to relate with them. And sincerely, to tell you the truth is that, you see, these things happen. When I said women are wired with their emotions and their feelings, I was not wrong about that.
No, you.
Why? Because if a woman sees that, okay, let's say for instance, we have 3 guys on this show and a lady. Now let's say for instance, probably let's say your girlfriend, you are spoiling your girlfriend with a lot of gifts. You know, everybody has a love language. But when a woman sees that, you as a man, you are spoiling this girl with a lot of
Okay,
gifts.
do you know
I'm coming. I want to learn.
relationship.
I want to.
finances, but because I was not there for her, she felt I
Okay.
was not there. Not even about finances, because I was doing my best financially.
Now I want to pick up a point. Now when a lady sees that her friend is getting gifts from this man,
Yeah.
that might not be her love language. Her language might be you just being there, your attention.
Yeah.
Every lady has their love language. Her love language might just be attention. And then when she sees that, okay, this is my friend. She's been spoiled with gifts and all of that. Why is my man not doing the same? Now she tends to, not because that's her love language. She tends because of what she's seen
There's
her
no
friend.
woman
No,
yet that doesn't like gifts.
I mean, no, let's not go there. I mean, of course, there's no woman on earth that doesn't love gifts.
I think women,
But what I'm saying
women
is
have their love languages.
But there is no woman
Exactly.
that doesn't like
No,
Yeah,
gifts.
there's-
no.
But
Don't get me
there is
wrong.
no
Don't
woman
get me
that
wrong.
doesn't like
Don't
Love
get me
language
wrong.
has nothing to do with
love,
money.
love,
Has
liking
nothing to
gifts.
do with
Finances. I don't get it.
Okay.
As-
So what I was saying is that, in all essence, I know a popular musician said, "Give money, when money there, love is sweeter," or something like that.
Yeah.
I know, but see, this is the truth is that before our generations, there have been people that have been there, even before the internet generation, before you know of telephone, there were people that have been there. So how were they reaching out to their fiancés and the rest? Because at the essence, I'm not talking about this. She made a point that said it is a broke man's mentality. It is not. I'm not broke. Yeah, to be sincere with you, I'm not broke. But what I'm saying in essence is that the generation before us, the generation before the generation before us that came before the generation before us has been in that generation and has been using that with that internet. Internet came to Nigeria in 2000.
Okay.
So how have they been communicating with their fiancé?
That's. Let's hear your own opinion. Here, let's hear from the lady. What do you think about all this? What's your honest opinion about it? About this whole thing? We've heard from the two guys. Chef Yak said
I want to talk more about
it
that.
doesn't.
we'll talk more.
It doesn't support.
When I said it was a broke mentality, I wasn't talking about whether the person was broke or not. I meant it was a mentality. A mentality doesn't mean if you're in that state or not. It just means you have a particular mentality about certain things. And then about yes. Honestly, as I said, but it's just a thing. There are a lot to these things that you people can actually think of. And as Chevia said, there are a lot. And I mean, if we're dating, it's not about the money. It's not about whether money was there or not. But okay, as we're dating, are you not planning to marry?
Mhm.
Are you not planning to marry? Where is this finance? Do you plan to remain broke forever? Do you understand me? So I mean, there has to be a planning. It's not about you being broke. Let's say if I'm dating you and you are broke, if I don't see no potentials, I'll leave you. I didn't leave you because you're broke. I leave you because I'm not seeing the future with you. I have left somebody, but not because he was broke, but because I wasn't seeing, he wasn't giving me that ginger. It was more like he was always reluctant about things. Like, I'm just looking for the, okay, so what about now? If we get married, what about the future? You know, it's not about today we're married and you lose your job. Will I have that security that things will get better? Will feed? Do you understand?
Yeah, I
So that's just
understand.
it.
So, well, I don't know what you guys think about love without wallets and love with wallets, but I know that from these little points they've given, I'm sure you guys have your own ideas and your views about it.
Guys,
So,
our viewers, let me be sincere with everyone. If you don't get money, try to hustle. Try to see you have something doing that.
Both
You could
male and
spend money.
female.
Sorry.
Everybody, no, everybody,
Both
both
male
male
and
and female,
female.
try to just get something because if you don't even have the vex money for your pocket, you go call your boyfriend house, you don't get money, you go vex, if you go buy trek.
No, sorry. She made mention of something.
Make sure you do something for yourself.
Sorry, she made mention of something which I want to get clear. Is as this is good, it's like the two of you against me, but it's fine. No.
It's
I'm going somewhere.
That's true.
It's your view. No, I mean it's your view.
Yeah.
I'm not in position to change your views. The only thing I can do is to talk about my view,
Exactly.
or perhaps portray my view to my own audience to understand the point I'm talking about. So what I'm saying, she made mention of something. She said she broke up with somebody. It's not because he was broke, because he's not giving her the ginger. Now what's the ginger? The ginger is attention.
That was not what I meant.
That's
what your hair translates it as.
Whoa,
That's not what I said.
what's ginger?
I said that. No, the ginger was
Attention.
no,
He's not giving the attention you needed.
he was very reluctant about life. That means
Exactly, he was not giving
ambitious.
the attention.
How is
Being
ambitious?
that is on you.
In fact, he
it's
was
not
giving me
giving you.
150% attention.
So
Now he was not ambitious.
the same thing.
It's not the
Attention
same
and
thing.
Okay. I guess we've had enough on this question before blows will start flying in the studio here, and I will go home with a swollen face. So we're moving on to the next question. If you're in a relationship, how do you guys celebrate your small wins when there's no wallet? How do you celebrate your small wins when there's no money?
Okay, for me, I mean, they say every journey has a beginning. Now, when you get into a relationship with somebody, that's what we call first month anniversary. In fact, first week anniversary, second week anniversary, first month anniversary, third month anniversary. Gradually, how do you guys celebrate that? That's just okay. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that, in fact, now that we have internet, being broke does not mean you don't have money for the recharge card.
I think yeah,
People
people.
get broke, they don't have that.
I think people
No,
are broke.
broke and being poor is
I
two
think
different things.
Okay, explain.
What?
Being broke and being poor is two different things.
Ow!
Now,
This
let me
is getting
let
interesting.
me make you understand something.
Yeah.
Being broke is different from being poor. Why I say being broke is you. Okay, you don't have money to finance somebody else, or probability. Let me say you don't have money to send to somebody else, but you are not poor. Now, you being poor is that you don't even have for your own self, not thought of somebody else.
Oh wow!
So there are two different things.
Oh wow!
So if you are being broke, or okay, maybe you are being broke, Papa. Sorry to use this word, my viewers. I'm very sorry, but person will be say will be say you get 10 million for account, go tell you say you broke. You have 1 million.
There are levels to that.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. You get 1 million, you go say you broke. But you know you have, even if you have 20,000, 10,000 in your account, you will say you are broke. Because normally on a normal good day, it's not what it's supposed to be in your account. You will say you are broke.
Okay, so how do you
Now, that's what I'm saying. When you have, okay, let's say you have 10,000 in account.
Yeah.
You can send your woman, even if it's 2,000. That is not you being broke. That is you. And that's not you being poor. Sorry, I'm very sorry for that. That's not you being poor. It's you being broke. That normally on a normal day, you spend. I gave. Sorry, I'm coming. I gave an instance. One time like that. I have a friend that has a friend that when he was working with a foreign embassy, he was being paid in dollars. And when he was being paid in dollars, he was being paid. As at then, he was being paid $5,000 every month. Now, at the long run, you know that tradition that the Northerners have, that a woman will furnish your house. That is a Kayan what? Kayan Gida, right? That is the tradition we have, that the woman will furnish your house. Now, when the woman furnished this house, they had an issue. I don't want to go into details. They had an issue which peradventure made the woman to leave the house. And she packed everything. Now, as at then, when they got married, he was earning in dollars, $5,000. And as at then, I think dollars was 1,009 or something. If you convert to naira, you should know how much it is. Now, he was living comfortably. In fact, he was spending. Now, the contract has ended. He can't spend that amount of money when the contract has ended. That is him being broke, not him being poor.
Okay.
Now, if you were spending 5 million on expenses, not expenditure. Expenses is different from expenditure. Expenditure is what you are supposed to spend. Expenses is what is coming after expenditure. Sorry, I'm coming. Let me just land. Let me just round up. Let me round this up.
Let me round up.
So, expenses is what you are supposed to. Expenditure is what you are supposed to spend, and then expenses is what is coming after expenditure. Now, after his expenses, he could spend more. Now he's not spending expenses because he's being careful of what he's spending. You call him being broke.
Okay, so hold on. So you mean what you're trying to say is okay, we get the point. What you're trying to say is even though you have little, you can still celebrate your small wins with the 10K.
Exactly, with the small little.
Okay, that's perfect. So what do you think about that? What, as a lady, what do you think? How do you celebrate your small wins?
We celebrate our small wins when we didn't have. We could celebrate our small wins by cooking small pot of jollof rice with juice and sitting down and just talking about them.
That's a very romantic scenario. I can picture it in my head. I think I can relate it to what he's still saying.
In fact,
I can relate to what he's still saying. You can cook oil rice, so I can relate to it.
I've been there.
So are you
That
sure?
means I've been there.
So are you sure that so what you're saying, if you've been there, that means you can be able to date a broke person that cannot be able to finance or fund your lifestyle?
I think
a person that has
potential.
potential.
Okay.
So
Potentials.
About this topic, we need to be very sincere to ourselves. It's not something we can just talk about and just let it slide. And when we look at ourselves deep down, one, you need finances, which is very important in whatever you want to do in Nigeria or in the whole wide world. You need finances. If we want to be honest to ourselves, you need finances to be able to just like plants. When you plant a seed, you water it, and while you're watering it, you add manure, and those are what finances does to a relationship.
Finances is the manure. Attention is the water.
If you cannot afford manure, where will you get it? You have to pay money to buy manure.
There are farmers that don't
No, see,
that don't
I'm
have
not
money
trying
to
to-
afford
I'm not-
manure,
I'm not-
but the seed
what
grow
they-
their seeds.
what
Okay,
they grow their seed,
okay,
it's
okay.
unhealthy,
Yes.
and they harvest it.
Yes.
You,
They
you
use
don't know
cashew-
anything
they even
about
use
farming.
cashew
If you should
cajou
know
or
anything
something
about
like
farming, you will be talking about this.
Okay, like
The farm,
okay,
my
okay,
farm,
okay.
I was in my farm the previous Saturday, this Saturday that left. Some
Okay.
of the corn are harvested, some are fully grown, but when you peel the main corn itself, the corn
It's malnourished,
corn
it's
cob,
looking.
you will see one seed. We'll be wondering what's wrong.
It's producing that we don't produce.
There's something that is wrong there. No,
You see,
no.
the question is,
You want
if
to-
produce that we don't produce.
It's not about being
Produce rubbish
It's
now.
not
If
about
produce that we don't produce.
It's not about
Okay,
No,
okay,
it's not
okay,
rubbish.
okay,
Produce that we don't
okay. Like I said earlier, blows will soon start flying here, and I might have to go home with a swollen eye. So, moving on to the next question. Now, is holding it down more about financial support, more about emotional support than financial stability? Is holding it down with your partner more about financial support or emotional stability? I guess this is the last question we'll be taking for the day. Like I said before, blues will start flying because I can see socket and
Let me take that question first. Sorry.
no, let's hear it from the lady first.
No,
Let's
I want to actually
no, let's
to the
no, let's hear it from the lady. Let's hear it from the lady. So
There was a time when oh, okay, I don't really want to go into details, but there was a time in my life where I took a decision, and then honestly it was really a tough one for me, and because of that I got into depression.
oh,
Things were really, really bad for me. And then as of that time we were not dating. We were good friends. And
1 minute silence for
without
her
thank-
for getting to depression.
So I mean, at that time, yeah, I didn't know how much I needed that emotional support. I didn't even know emotional support was a thing. This
Okay.
person really didn't have, to be honest. But
Mhm.
you know that whole calling, and at that time I suffered serious insomnia.
wow.
So this person had this way of just
Mhm.
staying with me through the night. I mean, talking me through, trying to take my head, all the things. And then PCOS came. He was really dealing with me as of that time. But that person was there. He was there. And then at the time, it was vice versa for the person, because that same person had job issues and lost it. And you understand, it was reciprocated. And to tell you the truth, that is the reason why we are still waxing strong. We didn't start from finances. We both didn't have, but we were just emotionally supportive to each other. I mean, the little we had, sometimes, because I don't have airtime, I didn't have data, that's why I log into the, okay, I have 1,000, let me send you 500 naira.
Wow.
So it's sometimes it's
The thought.
deeper, yes,
The
it's-
thought that
the thought
counts.
is- it's deeper than what we think. It's not finance for people that are genuine.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
It's more than that. Do you
Oh.
understand?
Oh, that's
So that emotional support, that how are you doing? How are you holding up? I just want to tell you things will get better.
All right.
Wow.
Now, sorry.
There's a saying.
Hold
There's
on.
a saying that a woman who doesn't ask for nothing deserves everything.
Yeah, true.
So we're not talking about you have to have a lot of money. You have to be rich. You have to be no. That's not what we're talking about. You can sit down on a random day and just have my girlfriend. Okay, let me send her an item of 500. I have 1,000, like you've said, and let me send her an item of 500 naira. Is the efforts.
the thought alone. The thought alone.
You thinking about it
Oh.
and trying to. That's what.
Women
It's not
are
about. When we're
genuinely
talking
love
about
you.
this
See these
money.
things.
When we're talking about money, it's not about. To be honest, once you start in your relationship, when you start maybe your relationship, asking a lady out, maybe paying for her boat or to meet you, going on a dinner, getting her a gift on her birthday. If you can keep up with that energy, it is same thing you move to the marriage. It's something you learn. It's a process.
Thank you.
You understand? It's something we learn. If you cannot do it now, you feel she might leave me if I buy her this, or if I show her I have money. If the same attitude you will take to your marriage, and you find so much problem in that. So it's something that we need to learn. It doesn't have to be you have to have 1 million before you go into a relationship. No,
Now,
just a little kind gesture
Thank
Matters.
you.
Is enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, you can see they're all deviating to my point. Now, what I was saying is that if somebody doesn't give you that attention, all these things will not come up. You said you were in a situation like this, which you were not even, both of you were not having anything as a then, but because of emotional support. What is emotional support? His attention. He was giving you his attention. He was there for you when you needed it. That is it. What I'm saying is essence is that I made definition of being broke and being poor. When somebody is broke, doesn't mean he doesn't have. He might have for himself, but not have for somebody else. But still, because no, I'm sorry. Yes, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you need to sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in a relationship, you need to sacrifice. In fact, even if you're not in a relationship, because you're giving this person attention, that's why most times, let me just say a typical scenario. There's somebody that you are not dating, but because it's your kind of person, it could be from the opposite gender or same gender. Now, this is not talking about love. Now, because it is because of somebody, because probably the personality of this person amuses you, you want to, okay, let me show this person my support. It is you giving this person your attention. My brother, I am an entertainer. I have been to offices. In fact, I can't mention names. Unfortunately, I can't mention names. Now, I've been to offices that they did not even give me an attention. Not to talk of me pitching an idea to them. And there are people that have given me their attention and I pitch my idea. Now it's your own point of view to look at it if you welcome this idea. Now, first of all, the first thing you need to ask yourself is this person even giving me his attention? Now let me throw this question to the lady amongst us. If peradventure you love this person very much and this person is not giving attention, will you continue giving him that same energy you gave at first?
If it does not really give me attention, what am I?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Now, this person is not giving the attention. Why are you pushing for that? So, first of all, if the attention is not there, even when I have nothing, when I have this attention, you will not even know if I have nothing.
Well,
Do you understand?
That's
That's what I'm trying to portray. I made definition of being broke and being poor.
yeah, you did.
When you are broke, you might have a little for yourself. Probably not for not for a third party. But at the end of the day, because of your generosity in heart, my dear, there are some people that have 1 million and they will give you 10,000, and they will give you 10,000. Are you aware? Then some people that have 1 million and they will give you no shishi. So that's the same thing we're saying. Attention. So that's where it brings my point to an end. Thank you so much.
Well, it has been an amazing run on this episode, and everyone has aired their views, aired their opinions on love without wallets. I don't know what you think. I don't know how you see it, but I, for one, I don't know how it is, but like a popular a musician once said, once money enter, love is sweeter. So
Love is sweet.
love is sweet.
Love
But we're running on
That's what I'm saying.
so, well, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm not disputing the fact that when there's money, it makes it sweeter. In fact, it makes everything smooth. But at the point that there's no money, you have to grow with that person.
Did you dispute that fact?
That's why they say love is sweet. Oh, when money enter, love is
Sweeter. So, okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for joining us on this amazing episode. It was engaging, it was amazing, and I'm lucky to be leaving this episode without a swollen face and big bruised eyes, because the energy from Socket here, my brother, is is top notch. Well, I want to say
Let it slide.
so I'm gonna say thank you to my amazing guests, to Chef Yax, the Eunice, and to Socket Chef R. So
This is agreeing to my
Thank you.
No,
Thank-
you will find. You will have a swollen face behind the camera.
thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Whatsoever
I remain
Thank you so much. We remain your humble guest.
your humble host, Lofty Edison. Catch you next time.